Ask Reddit.
What are some girl secrets guys don't know about?
I don't care how terrible it looks, if you make me a card or gift instead of buying one, I will adore it forever.
When my so and I were long distance, I learned how to write using a fountain pen in a nice enough style it looked old-timey and would send her love letters. She still has them. I even bought a wax seal stamp and wax so it would look straight out of a Dickens novel. Doesn't cost a lot, but the value and effort is enough extra steps that people really value it. My mom, before she had a boob reduction, would literally call my dad over to just hold her boobs in the air so she could breathe and stretch up without the weight of them pulling on her back. That's love.
Hey hun, come hold my tits.
You. Again? I wanted to play video games with my peeps. Single dad with a daughter, this thread feels so important and also mind-numbingly terrifying.
The most important thing to remember is never shame your daughter. My dad used to tell me none of his former wives or girlfriends leaked on the sheets during their monthlies and that I needed to get it under control. It took a great many years to find out he was wrong. Often, women will hide these things from their men to prevent embarrassment on both parts. When in doubt, speak with your daughter's doctor before speaking to your daughter. And make sure she has an adult female friend you can both trust that she can talk to about embarrassing girl stuff. Best o' luck, Papa.
Even if that were the case, it was still fucked up of him to shame you by comparison like that, not only since every individual is different, but because they were adult women and you were still an adolescent learning how your body worked. I've had trouble with leaking too, even when doubling up on pads, but thankfully have never been shamed for it. Even now at 25 I tend to sleep on a towel during my time of the month just in case. Glad you did eventually figure out he was wrong, at least.
He's a good dad. But he was raising a teenage girl on his own. He has since apologized for not being more supportive and not trying harder to learn and understand. It just wasn't expected of men from his generation to know and be able to speak to girl stuff. But he knows now. And even though I'm 30 and able to deal with these things on my own and educate myself about them, he is now doing his own research into how the female body works so he can support me if I ever need him. Just last month I was having bad cramps during a lunch out and he ordered me a salad with spinach because, he said, he read the folic acid helps with cramps.
I see. Yeah, I can understand that. We're all just doing the best we can, and parents are included in that. Oh, that's really sweet that he's made more of an effort to research female body stuff now. It's great that he's overridden his era's social programming like that. Drunk girls in the bathroom are the nicest girls in the world. Same in men's bathroom. Bros for life.
Some of the best friendships you'll ever have, lol. Seriously, immediate bonding. Also, drunk girls are the dirtiest people possible. Cleaning up the ladies' room in a nightclub is a nightmare, while cleaning up the men's room is way easier.
Expected girl secrets, got mostly girl secrets posts instead. Same thing. For some reason, see. Blatant stupidity, I read secrets initially as like secrets and passed it off as another reference in this thread to some brand name or TV show or something I just didn't catch on to. A while later I read another comment and thought, this thread is like 1/3, revealing that women also deal with things I too experience as a man, and the rest is all about women leaky. That's what they were saying. So I had to dig back through all the comments I've collapsed to find your comment and make it up to you that I didn't even upvote on my first pass.
For fuck's sake, if I say I'm about to come, that does not mean change one single thing about what you're doing. Don't go faster or slower, God forbid change the position. Just stay exactly as you are. Please.
Sometimes you fuck up the rhythm by saying that. Edit. Now I'm about to coom thinking about you cooming, and now I'm afraid of getting there first. As a guy I have to say those are the magic words that make me coom. If she says it and I'm not ready something may need to change and really quick like.
Half the time I'm readjusting my bra I'm actually trying to scratch my nipple. Edit. 7.8k upvotes, thanks guys.
Whenever I readjust my pants chances are I'm trying to scratch my nuts so I can relate.
Lol. So true. We have so many hair-related issues, plucking dark random nipple hairs, trying to line up when we shave our areas to when we hook up to avoid guys from seeing razor burn or ingrown hairs before getting out of the shower. We have to pick out hair from our butt crack that fell out from washing our hair, pubes growing and sticking out of our undies, pubes getting stuck in pads or liners. Hell hath no fury like a woman who shaved and didn't get laid. I shave a few days before a doctor's appointment. That way it doesn't look like I shaved specifically for them. Even though I did. I know they're not fussed, but I get sweaty down there if I don't keep things tidy, and I'm sure their day would be improved slightly if they didn't have to deal with that. The aftermath of shaving our lady parts is a 2-week-long nightmare. After 3 days of smoothness, we're left with the world's itchiest stubble rubbing up against panties, ingrown hairs from the constant pressure of yoga pants and skinny jeans, not to mention the fact that our vajayjay now feels like the face of a scruffy man. Edit. All the dudes saying just keep shaving it then, it give you read the other replies, but it actually makes it no less than 100x worse. 3 days? Bliss, I'm lucky if I get a day and a half. Sometimes if you fart, it doesn't escape through the fabric. Instead it rolls all the way from the back to the front with a noticeable little pop. It's never a good feeling. Edit. Apparently this happens to a lot of dudes too. Not gonna lie, I assumed the balls would stop at escaping the front. I've heard it described by people as exiting through the gift shop.
When it happens to a guy, it's called toasting the almonds.
Some of us get extremely horny during the period, or little before that. Not the best timing, and not so many men dig it.
My wife gets horny and irritable at the same time. Definitely not the best combo. She'll complain all day and then wonder why I wasn't enthusiastically initiating anything in bed. It took me a few years to notice the pattern. What good is a sword if it never gets bloody? Smells like iron. Taste copper cause I love coins. It's basically just a nosebleed with extra steps.
If you have sex without a condom, we need a good few minutes after to let everything drain out of us. I always tell my boyfriend BRB gotta go ooze. Because I love seeing the cringe, I try to come up with new ways to phrase this. So far my partner's favorite has been exercising the Siemens. Gotta spice it up, you know. Edit. Spelling UG. EDIT2. Found lost limb.
Sluicing the juices. Spitting seeds. Unjizz. Dropping the kids off at the pool.
Our favorite bra hasn't been washed in 2 weeks. Edit. It is winter, so maybe I should have said 6 weeks. Oops. I told this to my male coworkers one time and they were horrified to say the least. Good bras are so expensive and they only have so many washes in them. But don't wear the same bra 2 days in a row. That'll make it stretch. You told them our secrets? I revoke my woman card as of immediately. Boob acne is a thing that happens and it's perfectly normal, trust me. Same with stretch marks around the breasts and thighs.
Oh yes, the thighs boobs stretch marks. SMH at some people who say they don't like stretch marks, but they fetishize large thighs and boobs. My dude, bad news.
And cellulite. I work out regularly and am pretty tiny, still have cellulite.
I had a girlfriend years ago that only weighed 95 pounds and was about 5'3". Basically pretty tiny. Even she had stretch marks on her thighs and boobs. I've literally never dated a girl that didn't have them.
Yeah, I got them on my legs from growing tall really quickly. Most people have them at least somewhere. It's a secondary sex characteristic.